All right, we good? We good to go?
Yeah, man.
Good. We good?
Good.
All right, wait, hold on. What episode is it?
832.
We're gonna be there one day. 3, 2, 1, and welcome everybody back. Welcome to the studio, and welcome to a different sports show. Obviously, I'm here with Kev. I'm here with Matt, and I'm Thomas Saxby, and we're here to bring good media back. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, all that good stuff. We got a good episode lined up for you today. We're going to be talking football, we're going to be talking basketball, we're going to be talking about everything in between. But without further ado, I want to hear from my guys. How are you guys doing, and what is on top of your melons?
Okay. What's on? Matt, why don't you start us off, King?
Bro, I just wanna praise the fountain of youth.
Okay.
So yeah, LeBron, he's old now. We can see that he doesn't.
These young motherfuckers get my
he
dick
can't-
hard. Sorry.
Oh.
Kevin Garnett said it, not me.
KG did say that. One of the reasons why he's the GOAT. Anyway, no, LeBron old, right? LeBron old.
Yeah.
Sciatica, arthritis.
Sciatica,
yeah.
arthritis. Finally, isn't putting up 10 points a game in every game. So he old, but that motherfucker's still a dog.
Without a
We
question.
saw that dunk on Luke Cornett.
We saw it.
We saw that
And
shit.
if he actually got sciatica and arthritis, bro, this is actually impressive now. It was always impressive, but
And-
now it's okay.
But also, I don't ever want to see him do it again.
Okay.
He dunk like that, he'll be out for 2 more weeks. So
And it's not like his vertical is crazy, explosive.
oh no, and he wasn't powerful, but it was just impressive. It was over 2 people. So I just want to shout out LeBron real quick. That's all that was. Just because I was losing hope.
Yeah.
I was losing hope.
Because once they said he had arthritis,
That
and
was it for me.
sciatica,
That was it for me. I was like,
all right, I see normal people around me with that, and they're everything is just done. You know what I mean? Their whole life has changed and everything. And obviously, LeBron's a super athlete. You know,
of course.
super extraordinary human being. But man, dude.
And the thing is, too, it's I don't want LeBron to average 25 points a game no more.
I mean,
we have
what's the
Luka
use?
and AR.
Yeah, what's the use?
So
he's honestly better set as a passer.
He's putting up fucking 9
His IQ.
assists a game or something
because
like that.
your
Let him
IQ
rock.
don't leave as you get older. So, yeah. Hell yeah. What's up, Ken?
Well,
What's up with you?
it's something totally different. Something that I want to talk about as far as that goes a little bit later, as far as the squad, man, hometown team. You know, I love you, Lakers, man, but it's some stuff I got to get off my chest a little bit later.
Yeah.
But I want to start with something a little bit different, man. I hope you guys have been paying attention a little bit to what's been going on the college football landscape. Just the past couple of days, 48 hours removed. From Sharon Moore being replaced or let go.
Michigan, right?
Yeah, from Michigan.
Yeah.
They fired him for disorderly conduct or misconduct, saying that he had an inappropriate
he kind of
relationship
crashed out.
with a staffer. Then it went a little bit further to say later on that night, he got picked up on some type of charges. I mean, not scoured. There aren't any.
I guess he threatened.
Charges.
Yeah, he threatened to kill himself.
You know what I
went
mean?
to the staffer's house.
You know what I mean, or whatever. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean. Listen, man, it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? What my take is more about is
generational crash out.
Yeah, the crash out is different. The family, his kids. You got a couple of daughters, a wife, all that kind of stuff. And then the girl's family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot that has to be repaired there and stuff as far as that goes.
I just be wanting to know what is so bad about your life that you gotta crash out like that while you're the head coach of Michigan, probably
I'm
making
not
millions
sure.
of dollars.
That's the thing, though. You can never judge just because you don't know what's going on. It's just insane to me.
And that's not even an angle that I wanted to even approach.
Of course.
You know what I mean? The angle I wanted to approach is more like the kids now.
Yes.
Right? Like the guys that are playing football at Michigan, right?
And they've been through, you got to think they've been through a lot because of the Harbaugh and the cheating thing literally last year.
And
now we're here.
Yes, and that particular coach also suffered from being a part of, what I mean, that actual team, with Jim Harbaugh.
Because that can hurt programs.
So,
because Michigan, they worked so hard to get to that point where they were last year.
Yes.
I don't know, it's hard for me to see them being this good pro. Because what kids are going to go there? You know what I'm saying?
And that's my whole point. That was my reason for bringing it all up, man. Because when thinking about it, with the time of the NIL and everything.
Yeah, and they get paid. They got their agents in their ear talking about why would you go to Michigan when you could go here?
Wow, it's kind of crazy.
It's crazy for the program.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Something that we'll probably see, show a little bit more later because there's a lot of coaches that
Yeah.
could, kind of get it. But yeah, that's what I wanted to start off with, man. Shouts out to the family, but man, for the kids, man, I'm happy it is NIL time. You know what I mean? To where as though they actually can get a good chance.
Yeah, because like if there wasn't NIL, them kids would just be suffering and probably not even get to the NFL with all the negative media attention.
It's crazy. Yep.
Because I mean, like cheating got JJ McCarthy like where he was, but like
listen, man.
Nonetheless, man. I mean, so like in the news, NASCAR and Michael Jordan settled their lawsuit.
Yep.
Michael Jordan got his way.
Yep.
They're all getting paid, so that's cool to see. Michael Jordan kind of affecting another sport.
Yeah.
The way he has, because he's been. It's not like he's just like a owner of a team and he's just kind of. Letting other people do it. He's actively involved. He likes NASCAR. Like Michael Jordan's an extraordinary human being.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I kind of wanted to bring something to you guys. And you guys could give me another team if you want. But I think the Los Angeles Clippers are the worst franchise of all time.
Okay.
Of any sport. And I don't know about hockey.
Of any sport?
I don't know about hockey. And I know, maybe they can go back and forth with some baseball teams and maybe some football teams are terrible. But even the Jets got a Super Bowl in their time. They won the very first one.
In recent history, if it wasn't for recent history, I would definitely think of like Lions up there.
Right.
But like they've had good recent
still a lovable
years,
franchise,
and they're still lovable. And then the Jared Goff love is huge.
Shout out to Jared Goff.
Yeah, so that's a team that I would think of. But then I also think of like Hornets. But then you where do you go with that?
But at least the Hornets got nostalgia. And they got them cool jackets.
They do get, them starter jackets in the 90s heaters. So yeah, I could agree. I could agree.
Because my takes on the whole Clippers thing is like, well, first off, they don't got no rings. I know there's other franchises that don't got no rings either, but the thing with the Clippers is that they've had these crazy expectations, and we're going on. How long has it been since Chris Paul got there or went there the first time? Like we're like 12, whatever amount of years.
It was 20.
That's when, and that's when the expectations started. They haven't done nothing with it. They're always in the shadow of the Lakers. They can't help that. Never made it to the finals. Right. Never had championship motion. Even when they had the good teams, people were like, injuries. Chris Paul. You know what I mean? No one really ever believed them. They had a racist owner last, and now they have a scam artist owner now. So, you know what I mean? We don't know what's going to happen in the offseason with that whole thing. And they just handed over a dynasty to OKC. And, that's not the worst thing in the world, but it's like when you think about it, like, was Paul George worth all that, even though he came off of a top 3 MVP season? I don't think so. I don't think he was worth that. Maybe like 3 of those picks, but not to the, not even Shea. I don't even think Shea should have been in that deal. I mean, granted, he only did what he did in his rookie year, but to give up on him like that and all those picks, I don't know. I think that's probably the worst trade in
It's one of the worst trades. It's one of the worst trades in NBA history. It's not the worst, but it's one.
I still think Celtics Nets is pretty bad.
Celtics Nets is terrible.
Because Paul George wasn't like fully washed. I mean, we knew he was injury prone. We knew he couldn't get it done in the playoffs.
Yeah,
but
Celtics.
At least Paul George came off of a top 3 season that year. Yeah. Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett were old.
Like Pierce had a little bit of juice, but you knew Kevin Garnett was kind of, running on borrowed time.
But they were like Darren Williams and Joe Johnson can put it together with him.
Darren Williams. But no, I mean, that's kind of how I wanted to open it up with is I think the Clippers are the worst franchise in sports history.
Yeah, man. I mean, I really can't disagree. I mean, you know what I mean? We'd have to go,
obviously.
Absolutely.
That could be a topic maybe next episode.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Put some data to, but I have nothing wrong with the comment right now, especially with, let's think about the offseason stuff with Kawhi. Didn't you think about how I'm going to just say the mishandling of Chris Paul. You understand what I'm saying?
Honestly, that's why I brought this up, too.
On top of what you said about the owners and everything like that. Come on, bro. Like,
because that's honestly, like, I get, like, if Chris Paul is beefing with the coaching staff and stuff,
so listen.
Like, why are we showing that out?
I'm going to tell y'all, man. So, as you know, I got a couple of, I got some time right now, right? So I went down a rabbit hole of some of the playbacks. Shout out to playback. Wish you could have stayed around and we could have
R.I.P. playback, man. That's unfortunate.
But I got to actually see some clips of I got to see some content with some clips broken down of Chris Paul and Kawhi getting into it on the court in a specific game, and it happened to be against San Antonio, if I'm not mistaken, right? Whereas, it might have been Cleveland or San Antonio. But either way,
was it Dallas? Because it was the Klay Thompson thing, right?
No, that was a
separate.
that's a separate clip. Yeah. But there's a different one where the guard is actually rolling the ball up the court because it doesn't start the play clock
until he picks it up.
Right, but it does roll the actual game clock. You understand what I'm saying? And Chris Paul is trying to let Kawhi Leonard know to press up on him because he's cheating. Like he's trying to get the time to run down. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we get less shots. It's not about the shot clock. It's about the game clock right now. You know what I mean? So and you see that he's like actually making faces and telling them, and Kawhi's not moving. And then you see like they call a timeout, and Chris Paul actually ends up going to play the man that Kawhi is supposed to play in order for him to pick up the ball so he can't scam the clock.
Reminds me of the Kobe and Jeremy Lin thing where he's like, pick him up.
Yes,
or
exactly.
foul him, and then he goes and does it his damn self.
When you're letting the ball roll, you're letting the opposing point guard like literally analyze the floor, see what the matchups are at, like compose and calm. Like,
absolutely.
Especially when you're in the Clippers position, they need to win.
And it's strategy. It's strategy too. Like time of possession, you know what I mean? You get less shots.
Yeah, because the Clippers are about to single-handedly let OKC run off with the NBA, literally, because OKC has their pick this year. But I definitely agree. And with the Klay Thompson thing, like all Chris Paul is doing is logical basketball shit, and it seems like that's what's lacking. Because Tyronn Lue earlier this year wanted to talk about when they were facing the Nuggets and Jokic. He's like, oh, my strategy was just to let Jokic score and take away his passing, and then Jokic ends up scoring like fucking 50 points or whatever he ended up scoring. Yeah. Like, no, their whole thing is defunct, and all Chris Paul is doing is like, damn, if I'm gonna sit on the bench, I'm gonna apply my IQ and leadership. And with the Kawhi and the Klay thing, it's like, I mean, if you're getting burnt by Klay Thompson, we need to switch some shit up.
As
we can't let Klay Thompson burn us.
Yeah, and I remember that particular thing where it's like Kawhi was like caught in between two screens.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Just couldn't keep up
and it
with
was
Klay.
like he couldn't keep up with Klay, like from the perimeter up to the.
And it's like if you're getting burned by Klay, you have no chance to win.
From the corner up to the top of the key, basically. You know what I mean?
And you have no chance to win if Klay goes off, because he's not really expected to be giving you more than like 10, 12 points these days. So when he's giving you 20 plus, like that's.
And I believe it's the disengagement. I know we're going to move on, but I also believe that it's just player disengagement. You know what I mean?
Nobody on that team is locked in.
And it sucks because James Harden is very locked in.
Outside of James Harden.
Yeah, for sure. Like you can tell from interviews, his play, like everything, like he wants it. And I hope he gets straight into it.
And he can't do it for all. You know what I mean? 8 dudes.
Yeah, and everyone's expecting at some point Kawhi is just going to be off the court. So it is what it is. But moving on, what is the play or game that made you fall in love with sports? I'll let you go first, man.
So for me, so it's funny. I just, this isn't what made me fall in love with sports, but this is the first ever sports clip I remember ever seeing. Like remember seeing.
Right. Okay.
It was about, I don't know who, because nobody in my family watches sports. So like it was, I had to have been at a babysitter's or something. But it was like maybe they had it on tape or maybe they had ESPN on or something. But it had to be like 02. Because I was super young. So I was like 5. And it was Mike Tyson and Frank Bruno 2. And you know that knockout where he's just letting it all out on this motherfucker. And I'm sitting there watching this like, oh my God, like he's murdering this dude in the ring. And so that was like my first hint of sports. But I'd like to say like the first game that made me fall in love with sports, because obviously Kobe and Shaq introduced me to basketball. But I was just a fan then. I wasn't like, basketball wasn't my life. And then, he
was young.
I was young. And then Brady, 04, that ring, that's what made me start watching football. Cool. But I'd say what made me fall in love with basketball was Pau Gasol's first game with the Lakers. Because now when you think about it, 2 prior years were down years for Lakers. Kobe was at his peak of powers individual game-wise. And then we're halfway through the year. Lakers are 30-16 before the Pau trade. Kobe was bringing that team to greatness on his own. And then they go get the trade done. Their first game together against the Nets, and Kobe dislocates his finger. Only has 6 points this game. And all was lost. But Pau Gasol and Derek Fisher had a really good game. They hunkered together. Both had amazing games, and it made me sit there and be like, I'm not worried about this team anymore. This team could actually and will actually be great because Kobe now has a running mate that can carry the load. And so that made me realize I cared about the team rather than just liked it. So I'd probably say that
Yeah,
game.
fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Okay.
You want to go or you want me to?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, like, you know, my family's white. So it was a
Okay.
lot of baseball and NASCAR. I mean, so like NASCAR was really soothing to me because I was like a wild kid, but it really chilled me out. The colors, the cars moving, and like
yeah.
all the numbers that would be on the screen, all that stuff. But the real thing that got me into sports was the 2004 ALCS, Yankees, Red Sox, when the Yankees went up 3-0 and then blew the whole series to the Red Sox, and then now the Red Sox kind of own the Yankees ever since. But like with that, it was like just watching my family just be intently watching because they were mostly Yankees fans. I remember Alex Rodriguez in Game 3 hit a big home run. Everyone lost their fucking mind. You know, A-Rod, that was his first year on the Yankees. I don't know. It was beautiful because after that, I started getting the video games because video games really locked me into sports. Like getting like the older like you know, the 2K NBA 2Ks. The older baseball games, MVP baseball, like I would just sit there and play franchise. So I knew all the players like really fast.
yeah.
Then I could go back and like find out stories and highlights and all that stuff. But it was probably video games. I'd probably attest it to video games for
That's
sure.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, man, I'm going to say probably, and it's going to be, fuck it, man, 1988.
Damn. No,
yeah, so 1988, man, I remember being a real little youngin', but I remember, like, basketball always been a part of my family. Like, I had cousins that broke state records and different things like that, like my mom's cousins and, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So it was, basketball was always on if it was on TV. But I remember specifically, it was like Game 7. I became a Laker fan because of my cousin, right? My older cousin. And he was like, just watch. And it was tied. It was Game 7. It was kind of crazy. James Worthy scores like 7 points straight. Like, you know what I mean? He's doing like finger rolls and all this type of shit. And then Magic throws like an alley-oop to Byron Scott. And they didn't know what to like call the play. Like,
oh shit.
Yeah, they didn't know what to call it. Like, it was crazy. They was like, what do you call it? A lob or, you know what I mean? Or something or whatever. And I, like, for whatever, I fell in love with the Lakers and I fell in love with basketball.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I mean,
like, I was a baby. My cousin Grant.
They didn't know
yeah,
to call it.
I wish I got to
yeah,
experience Magic.
Yeah,
Man.
listen, man, it was kind of crazy, like, because the Lakers, and then remember, you got to think, well, you know, when y'all watch a lot of footage, you got to think like Detroit was like really tough.
Yeah,
but
right.
they also could shoot. You understand what I'm saying? Lane Beer hits a 3 to like, it was crazy to like tie it up and all this stuff. It was really, really good, man. Isaiah gets hurt in it, and it was like, it also showed me basketball theater. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, the basketball storyline and shit. Like, it was crazy as hell. Right. Like, as a kid, to be like, what the fuck? Like, you know? And it's like,
sports
man.
Is beautiful.
Yeah,
Man.
sports is literally, you know what I mean? And I'm watching the old people, you know what I mean? Like, primarily Grant, but, you know what I mean? Like, go all crazy like this. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm loving, you know what I mean? Seeing him be that dialed into something that, like.
Just seeing everything play out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep. Now, if you guys are liking the conversation so far, make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave some feedback. Hit our website below, adifferentconversation.net. You guys can email us from there. Just kind of look at everywhere that we're at. We're on Spotify, Amazon Music, you know, YouTube, TikTok, X, wherever you are, we're at. So make sure you get on the ride because we got a lot coming. So Matt, you got a segment for us. So spit.
So boys. No. Hey yo. My bad, guys. So I have a classic for you. But you have to work together on this.
Oh, shit.
I want you to communicatively come up
Let me take a swig of Red Bull
with
for
this.
this.
So it's a classic Keep 3, Cut 5 for me.
Okay. All right.
Euro edition.
We can do better than we did last time.
Keep 3, Cut 5 Euro edition.
Euro.
Basketball?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So you only can keep 3 now.
Okay.
Starting off, Dirk Nowitzki.
We gotta keep.
I feel like that's an easy keep.
It's an easy keep, right?
I don't want to say
he
wasn't the first foreign guy, but I felt like he was the staple of the foreign guys.
Plus, we can move him throughout positions, so it's cool to keep him.
I feel like it's an easy keep for Dirk.
But
Matt's doing this on purpose because I feel like there's going to be some heat moving forward. But Dirk is it got to be an automatic keep when we're talking about.
Okay.
Agreed.
Love that. Tony Parker.
I feel like that's a cut. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do
Okay.
that.
Yeah, cut Tony Parker. I mean, he's good, but he ain't in the top
we could
5
do
of
that.
your
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
System
Okay.
guy. Really
Yeah.
good system guy.
Okay.
His fellow Frenchman, Rudy Gobert.
Hell no.
Rudy.
You pick up Rudy Gobert and you
Yeah.
send
Yeah.
Yo, Rudy Gobert is gonna be the worst Hall of Famer in fucking basketball history.
Damn.
Bro, I don't care, man. His fucking fraudulent ass DPOIs.
Damn. R.I.P. to the legend, Drazen Petrovic.
Yes. We got
Keep-
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we gotta think. Who else would he say out of the European guys? Because I know they're like Giannis,
Luka,
Shea.
Jokic.
Shea is not Luke.
Jokic.
Shea is not Euro.
Oh yeah,
No,
my bad,
he's Canadian.
My bad,
Yeah,
my bad.
Shea's not Euro.
So there could be Jokic, there could be Luka, there could be
And Drazen fits in there.
Giannis.
Drazen
Better
fits.
than those three?
No, but he fits in that. He fits in that cusp with.
Do you think I'm
Dirk.
gonna have all three in there? That's the question.
Yes.
Who else is
That's the
there?
question.
Yes. Like we.
Do you
that doesn't
trust
mean
that
we're
I
gonna
would
get-
have all of them in
yeah,
there?
like that's the point.
Well, but we would cut him.
Do you need me to pull up Drazen's?
No,
some
I know
Drazen
what
stats?
he's about. I'm just
Or
saying, are
Drazen
you
highlights?
gonna regret this if we get more than 2 names later on?
Because we only can keep 3.
Yeah, so if we keep him, that would be our second keep. I mean, I'm down if you're down. But I don't know what
Because
names.
we got to count Drazen Euro career and
course.
NBA
Yeah,
career.
he only had 2 really good NBA seasons, but he
Yeah.
had plethora
Yes.
of Euro seasons.
That's what I'm saying,
He was
bro.
cooking Team USA.
Yes.
It's up to you, man. I'll let you call it, King.
Come on, man. You trying to do this young shit on me, so all right. All right, let's scrap him. Let's scrap him.
Scrap him.
Yeah, we're going to scrap him.
All right.
By the sound
Interesting.
of that, we fucked up.
Peja Stojakovic, one of my favorite players of all time, by far.
I would have kept Drazen over Page, though.
Yeah, but I have them
Damn,
both.
I have to
like,
take the check mark
you know what
away
I mean?
from Petrovic.
I don't. But
Peja?
it's okay.
No?
Yeah, he said he want to keep him. You want to keep him?
That has to be our decision.
Yeah, nah. We
So how
only
many
got
do we
we
have
only
left
got to
after
keep
this?
3.
2? So,
You have 3 more names
so we
coming.
have to keep 2 after the 3, or after this one. 2 out of the 3.
Why are you keeping
If
or
we- if we-
cutting?
if we cut
if
him,
you
we
cut
have to
him, you
keep
have to
2.
keep 2 of the 3.
Yeah.
That is a risk.
So what?
Taking Peja over Drazen is
Okay.
That's what I'm
interesting.
talking
All right,
about.
cut.
Cut him.
That's
All
what
right.
I'm talking about, bruh.
Fuck.
Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah.
Keep.
Yeah, we can keep
Okay.
DeMontis.
Keep Domantas. Okay.
Yeah.
Luka.
But who's gonna be his last one?
You
Oh.
kept
He wants us.
Domantas.
He
You
wants.
kept
He wants us
Domas?
to cut Luka, and then the next decision is gonna be trash.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep Luka.
Yeah.
Who's ever gonna
Yeah,
cut
we'll
Luka?
keep Luka. We'll keep Luka.
All right. And
we
so,
got- wait, hold on.
in
So
this
we got
keep
Dirk,
3,
Luka,
in this keep 3 cut 5, my boys right here. First off the bat, kept Luka. Great pick.
Yeah.
I mean Dirk. Kept Dirk off the bat. Great pick. Went on a string of cuts, arguable cuts. Drazen, Gobert, Tony Parker,
Agreed.
Stojakovic.
there is nothing
a lot of
debatable about
cuts.
Gobert.
And then they kept 2 in a row, Domas and Luka. And my boys somewhat won this because the last one was Nicholas Batum. that
Oh,
they decided
easy.
to
That's
cut.
a W. Let's
we got
go.
that.
We finally
I
got
mean,
one.
We
you
got
picked
that.
Domantas
Yes.
Sabonis over Stojakovic and Petrovic,
Yeah, but I think
That
all
was
3
scary,
of
there
them.
was
bro.
this is you got
Yeah.
2 out of 3.
Yeah,
you
we
got 2
got-
out of
Yeah, I
3.
think
we got
out of
lucky.
the 3 of those, though, I think it's a win picking any one of those 3.
Yeah. Very good.
Let's move into some football conversation, guys. The season is definitely we're kind of at the breaking point. We're about to find out who's eliminated. We're about to find out who doesn't have a chance. I mean, I know you guys saw, the Cowboys had a heartbreaking loss. They kind of have to win out now. The
Yep.
Chiefs, the Ravens, they kind of have to make some magic
Sure
happen. But there's one thing I want to talk about. And you guys know that the news like this is up my alley. I love fucking stupid news like this.
Very stupid news.
Phillip Rivers is somehow, some way back in the NFL.
At age
And this-
88.
Yeah, age 84, 86, however old he is. I think it's like 44. But yeah, so the Indianapolis Colts, Daniel Jones, unfortunately tore his Achilles. Which
What a year.
Everyone thought, maybe that was it. That was the end of the road. Maybe it still is the end of the road. But out of nowhere, they get Phillip Rivers to get up off his couch, stop coaching some high school football, and get on the field. What do we think?
Doesn't move me not one bit. I mean, Phillip Rivers is Phillip Rivers, but
Yeah.
he hasn't played. He's sped in shape and everything because he's been coaching, but he hasn't played in 4 years? So that's a hard-ass end of a season to try to integrate him in if that's your plan.
They're like, hey, yo, man, I know you haven't played in 4 years, but please get us to the playoffs, please.
I'm saying, so, like, it's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Doesn't move me much, but, I mean, if. This is the shit that storybooks are made of.
This is what I'm saying, man. It's a different conversation for a reason.
If he's able to go out and
just be serviceable,
do something and somehow win it all, that cuts Nick Foles' storybook shit out the window.
Might cut Kurt Warner shit out the window too.
But do I think that's about to fucking happen? No.
Yeah, no. I mean, for me, well, I'll let you go, Cam. Oh, okay, all right. I mean, like, for me, obviously, I love this shit, this crazy shit. I mean, this is something I've always wanted to have. I always wanted to see some random old head just get back on the field and I didn't think it was actually going to happen. I heard the rumors. I was like, nah, because there's always some rumor, like, fucking, Matt Ryan's about to fucking come back, or, like, Ben Roethlisberger about to come back out of nowhere. But it never happened. This actually happened, and he's actually starting on Sunday. So he must be in some kind of shape if they're actually willing to put him in over the rookie. Right. They have a phenomenal offensive line. That's why Jonathan Taylor's been able to go off the way he has. That's why Daniel Jones has been able to have the freedom to, compete out defenses there. But man, I mean, I just don't know. I think if we do see him like go off and actually have some good games, which I'm not really expecting. I'm kind of just expecting him to be there to, they're probably going to let Jonathan Taylor be the workhorse, probably have Phillip Rivers throw like maybe 20 times a game. But if he ends up going off,
a lot of short balls.
I don't even know. Even if he just gets them to the playoffs.
I know once that news broke out, Brady was sitting there looking at his pads and helmet like, I got to get back in there.
I don't got a wife to like really, succumb to anymore. I don't know, man. I still think Brady could. But I don't know. I think it's the best situation for something like this, though, because like I said, they got the O-line, they have healthy coaching, they have a healthy front office.
Sounds like, so for me, I'm going to just keep it a whole buck, man. It sounds like the best situation because of all of the things that you believe are in place. The other thing that isn't there, though, again, like you said, it is a different conversation, so I'm just going to hit the other side. Yeah. The other side is he is old and been out of football coaching. If he gets hit the right way at the wrong time, that's it anyway.
They got to protect him.
He could be staying in shape, but he's not staying in football shape. And one of
the things I love about
that's two different things.
Phillip is going to be his grit. So he's one of those guys that you know what I mean. His grit.
He's going to dig deep.
He's definitely going to do that. We're not going to get He's not going to play if he can't play, and he's not going to be able to.
Especially leaving 10, 15, 20 kids at home.
You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like come on, man. So, but man, I think it's a dangerous thing. Because at the end of the day, I worry for Jonathan Taylor because, like you said,
they're going to have to rely on.
He's going to shoulder a little bit more of a load.
Because if Rivers is going to have any chance at success, Taylor's going to have to open the field for him just a little bit.
And we need that line. They need that line, like you just were speaking about, to be on all cylinders, clicking on all of them.
But I overall though, like I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm not saying it's not going to work. But I do like it. I like the chance that they're willing to take. Yeah. Honestly, let your rookie get to play behind another decent quarterback.
Yeah, I hear you.
You gotta. It's a lot of ifs and what ifs and all that, but. All Phillip Rivers really has to do is just be a serviceable throw, 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards.
And that's what he did anyway. So,
exactly.
Just quick bullet passes.
To leave all them kids at home, and his wife has to be so supportive because she's about to be taking care of all them kids, and she was probably like, "Go ahead, honey," because I doubt he would do it without her approval.
Oh yeah,
at this point,
he's not Tom Brady.
He probably got that call. He looked at his wife. He's like, like,
she's like, "I'm tired of you being home. Get the fuck up out of here."
He's probably tired of being.
Retirement's a different beast.
No, but it's a fucking wonderful story. But let's go into a terrible story. The Philadelphia Eagles.
Put the tip back in there for me.
Pause.
What the fuck was that?
That's gonna get edited anyway.
Put the tip back in there for me is the craziest line of dialogue I've ever heard.
So that it can flip upside down and all that, bro.
Holy shit.
Man, it's looking like another collapse. Yeah. It's looking really bad. Fortunately for them, they don't have the worst last 4 games, but it's kind of starting to feel like they have to win at least 2 or 3 of them. Because the situation as it plays out, if the Eagles lose 2 and the Cowboys win out, Cowboys are in because they had that one tie game, so they're technically only a game and a half behind. Or if the Eagles were to go 1-3, the Cowboys would have to go 3-1. No matter what, Cowboys have to win 2 more games than the Eagles, and it's very possible with the way both teams are playing. Where are we at with the Eagles? What do you guys think? I don't think I've seen more of a disaster than what we saw. And I'm ready to admit, like, Jalen Hurts was fucking hot garbage. So, I mean,
Let me go real quick. Yeah. No, go.
Like,
let me let you.
Yeah,
finish
like
that.
I would still like, and I know what you're gonna say. Jalen Hurts definitely deserves to get ripped apart. I do think I'm still with the same theory that offensive coordinator and Nick Sirianni need to it's trash. But I'm willing to hear you out.
No, listen. So here's the great thing. Jalen Hurts does have some really positive. Really does have some positive yardage situations in his favor, like historic, all that type of shit.
Of course.
But everything as it pertains to anything over 20 yards and shit like that, if it's not too actual, and I mean Jalen. I mean, goddamn, excuse me. If it's not too, I'm going to say not Devontae Smith, you know what I mean? It's just not happening. Listen, A.J. Brown made a whole lot of noise for weeks and weeks and weeks. Everybody started to believe him and all that shit. It's not just on Jalen Hurts, though, even though I'm going to side with you and rip him apart in a second. He's been demanding the football like crazy. I don't know which camera to look at. I'm not flexing, y'all. We're in the new spot, but I'm looking at my homies, but I got to figure out which one to look at. But listen, A.J. Brown, I don't usually do this, but I'm going to do this. You was literally asking for the ball for weeks and weeks and weeks, acting like you wasn't being targeted enough. As they've been force feeding you the ball the last 3 weeks, you have been dropping the ball in critical situations, my guy.
We haven't heard shit from him in the
at
media.
all. Last week it was a
for
first down and a touchdown. You know what I mean? The week before that, you know what I mean? It was things that was literally in your hands that was causing Jalen Hurts interceptions. Now last week, you know what I mean, man, in the group chat, it was kind of funny that we was all on the same page when we did see, you know what I mean, Jalen Hurts commit the 2 turnovers on the same play. Listen, what I am going to say, I do love his heart, but at the end of the day, man, he literally needs to be smarter. Those 2 games that we witnessed in the Super Bowl are the best that we've ever seen since. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for real. Like, that we don't need to keep saying that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get this shit together, guys. Shit or get off of the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, half of Kevin's monologue, I literally was doing this, like, oh shit, because he was ripping them apart. No, I 100% agree. It's all that, the whole team, pretty much all that bitching and moaning for what? Like, you guys aren't putting shit together.
Yes.
Defense is doing what they got to do, but your offense is fucking lackluster, to say the least.
And this is why. And I'll get into my take. Do you have anything else?
He pretty much was gonna. Yeah, I mean, he did it, man.
That's what's happening.
And this is like this comes back on Sirianni hard.
It does.
Like, this is you guys were in 2 Super Bowls the last 3 years.
And those are the best games we've seen this team play in those 3 years.
And like in the first Super Bowl, they were a machine. You know, they're one of the best teams ever put together.
The machine.
Their defense died to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes was having a GOAT moment. Like, shit just happened. Kind of like when the Warriors had the best season of all time, but it's just GOAT shit happens. LeBron did what he did.
OKC doing it right now.
Yeah. And then like the second Super Bowl, okay, they get back and Jalen Hurts, does his thing yet again. And it's almost like they've learned nothing. Yeah. It's almost like they didn't learn how to be a championship team, even though they've been to the Super Bowl twice. And like I said, a lot of that I have to put on Sirianni. The offensive coordinator we know is ass, right? Yeah. So why aren't, and again, this is to Jalen Hurts too, because how many times do we see in that game alone against the Chargers, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, and they're throwing a screen to Devontae Smith, who should not, I'm not saying he shouldn't get screenplays, but that's not your ideal person.
If it
throw
works,
it to AJ Brown.
You know what I mean? If
that only works in Madden. They was
and Devontae Smith. He don't have that. He don't have that breaking tackle ability that like AJ Brown or Saquon. Or that you would put in that situation. But how many times I've seen that? One, Jalen Hurts, why are you even running with that? Call
and
a
it's
fucking
that O-line
audible.
too. And it's that O-line. Listen.
And I'll definitely get to that.
Yeah, one second now. Real quick though, a lot is on Jalen Hurts, right? Because at the end of the day, he's been at the helm as long as he's been at the helm. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? But with him being at the helm, he is able to call audibles and different plays. Like, come on, I'm cool with the Soldier Boy in, but like at the end of the day, we got to do some leadering too. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, of course, Nick Sirianni is the leader, you know what I mean? And you soldiering, but you are the leader of them guys who actually running the plays.
You're supposed to be an offensive machine yourself, Sirianni.
Yes.
So it's my thing is like, did you Did you lose the ability? Like, did you just
look crazy,
imagine, like, your offensive brain just kind of left?
Yeah, it looked
Because
crazy.
why are we calling all them screens on 3rd and 11? And that's why, like, I blame Jalen Hurts, but I don't blame him too much.
Right.
Because I blame him because he's almost like a bot for the coach. He's going to do whatever the coach.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you got to
him.
start leading a little more than the soldiering,
And,
like in these situations.
Yeah,
like,
they didn't develop this team to be off of Jalen Hurts' talents, which is why we see them lose so much when he's throwing, the shit out of the ball.
And that now, what I didn't finish, and I want you to finish though, is that offensive line. I think that is what we're seeing. Why we're not seeing as many Saquon Barkley reminiscent plays of last season, you know what I mean, this season. That offensive line with Johnson being in and out of it, it's hard not to pay attention to them because they get primetime attention, and you know what I mean? Like, so at the end of the day.
They had like what, 10 primetime games?
You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, so it's hard not to pay attention to them and see what's going on with them.
That's my thing is like, so Sirianni is this offensive mind, but like Jalen Hurts at the same time, he wasn't bred to win games off his talent, really. Like Jalen Hurts was bred to be whatever, like do whatever the Eagles need to win on that given night. So now that the offensive coordinator is we're asking Jalen Hurts to be, Superman, and obviously he's folding under this random pressure that was against the Chargers, and for me, it all comes down to Sirianni, bro. Like, you've been to the Super Bowl. You know what it takes to win, and this ain't it. Like, this offensive coordinator has the offensive line so messed up. Yeah, is Lane Johnson in and out of the lineup with injuries? Of course he is. But when he does nothing creative with the offensive line scheme. Like, Jalen Hurts isn't getting no run design plays. Saquon can't even, break off for fantastic shit. And when he does, like that game against the Chargers, when Saquon started off hot, they abandoned the running game.
They stopped going back,
You know what I'm saying? Back. So none of it makes sense. None of it at all makes sense.
I don't even know what you, bro.
But that was a busted
random
play.
Pressure, bro.
That was a busted play. He got not a busted play, but he got to the edge. Like, you know what I mean? He made it to the edge faster.
He made something out of nothing.
Yeah,
That's
yes, exactly. There. Like, and their line shows it because since the beginning of the season, we've been seeing him run into the back of the line more than actually run to where that hole is supposed to open up because they're slow. You know what I mean? And not breaking that hole to where as though he's actually able to make a jab step or his famous spin or something. Like, we don't get to see that because it's not making any room. You know what I mean? They're not making no room for
They're
him.
just too cluttered on the line.
And
they hurt.
And it's literally, again, like, Sirianni has to go if this continues to collapse. Because it's like, this happened 2 years ago.
Yeah.
This literally happened 2 years ago.
And Philly don't play about quarterback play anyway. They'll get you out of there.
So. And then that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't fault Jalen. I can't fault
It's
Jalen Hurts before I fault Nick Sirianni because this happened 2 years ago. You should know what you did wrong then. And it's the same thing. He didn't take over the play calling, and you're letting some bum-ass offensive coordinator run your team into the ground. Like, I'm sorry, but it really just is what it is. So, like, at the end of the day, like, Sirianni, it's going to come down to him because we see Jalen Hurts be this fantastic leader that he was last year, and it's almost like he's not even getting that opportunity because everything's so confusing and all over the place. But at the end of the day, it's on Jalen Hurts to fucking step that shit up, call audibles, do what he can.
Because he's played in winning time multiple times now.
And then A.J. Brown, unfortunately, wanted to throw fucking fire into the situation with all the media shit. So,
but he's producing. It's just about he needs to be making them big catches
plays,
too. Them big plays.
Because you making plays.
Like, it ain't no question.
If you're going to talk that shit, you got to make the play.
Yes, exactly. The same reason that we could rip George Pickens up, you know what I mean, this week for how he played last week.
Thank you for bringing that up.
You understand what I'm saying?
I want to fire up Richard Sherman for that.
We could literally, you know what I mean, go at A.J. Brown. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because you asking for it, but you're not literally producing in the biggest moments. Like, there was a touchdown drop. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there was first down drops.
Literally.
You understand what I'm saying?
Like, big play drops. Like Jalen Hurts is flying it down the fucking.
You know what I mean? And you are playing.
Because it's like he makes one of those plays, Jalen Hurts gets the confidence to fucking shut down the game.
And he's paid to actually go get it, too. Everything ain't got to be 100% accurate. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, something.
Like that one play where, like, A.J. Brown had to, like, kind of jump up to catch it, and everyone was like, that's on Jalen Hurts. I'm like,
what do you mean?
A.J. Brown got to come down with that. Like, that's just what it is. He got to come down with that. Was it a little high? Yeah, but
it's
like
over 30 yards. Like, it's
that's what you
like
ask your superstar receiver.
And guess what? If he got thrown a little higher to make sure the defender don't get it, you go up and get that shit. You were touted a top 5 fucking wide receiver before the
Several
season.
years, yeah.
So like that's your job to go fucking get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm glad you brought up the Richard Sherman Pickens shit. Did you hear about any of
No,
that?
I didn't. I saw a headline. I didn't really read
so
into
basically, George Pickens had a couple drops, a couple sloppy plays. You know, and my thing is every wide receiver is going to have those games.
Absolutely.
Like you're not going to be perfect like a fucking Larry Fitzgerald.
Absolutely.
And, have more tackles than you do drop passes, which is insane, right? That's not going to happen for every wide receiver. But just Sherman said that like Pickens looks unengaged, that Pickens looks this and that, and Pickens came back at him and said, look at you, at the end of your Seattle run in San Francisco, you weren't the best either. So I don't know why you're talking. And he makes a good point. Like a wide receiver ain't gonna have a perfect game every single week. Like if you look before this game, George Pickens was like what, second in receiving yards?
Yeah.
He was the only reason, not the only reason, because you got to give the flowers to Dak. But George Pickens was one of the only reasons the Cowboys' offense was where it was.
Yeah.
He was carrying the load when CD was hurt.
Yeah.
Where was the flowers on those games? Why are we just looking at one bad game and just shitting on somebody because they're? How is he unengaged? Because he makes
trying
a
to say
drops.
something about his money. Like threw it in there to like try to say that if you really trying to get your money, you wouldn't be like, and that is terrible. Like we're not supposed to.
Now you're going at his character and his hustle.
Right.
Like,
you're going at how he feed his family and take care of his children. If you know what I mean, and his wife and kids. Like you know what I mean. Like you're not that. We don't inject that like especially not on a platform where what you say matter. Like our platform is for people who want to learn about sports and have a conversation and different things about sports, not literally tear the athlete away from the money that he can get. Like you
now you're putting a stigma on like something on who he is. To when it is payday, now people are going to second guess it. It's like,
because
let's let him get his money.
And everything that happened in Pittsburgh, obviously, he was in his head a little bit. He did, make a few mistakes.
And they never had a quarterback like Dak Prescott in Pittsburgh for him to be
exactly.
better.
And he's having a stellar fucking year this year.
He's having a great year.
So I think it was unfair. It wasn't cool. And honestly, like Richard Sherman, for someone that knows the game or supposed to know the game like him, it was honestly it was tough to see.
Yeah, he took a minute. He
ripped them apart.
Too.
And Pickens is someone that's trying to stay away from that negative media attention, trying to get his bag, all that shit. And you put all the attention on him when if you really want to be honest about that Cowboys game, it was again for the 6th time this season, it was their defense.
Yeah.
Their defense stunk when it mattered most. Dak Prescott's out there fucking doing God's work. He's
slanging that shit.
Bro, the first half of that game, what was the score of the first half? Cowboys looked done. Like the goose looked cooked. He comes in, brings them all the way back, even gave them the fucking lead. And the defense couldn't stop nobody in the fourth quarter. So it just is what it is. But that's the current modern day media for you. But
I love it.
Yeah. Do you have anything else on the Eagles?
No, I would say when you guys were out there, or when I was out there, you guys were running it up. Pretty much, I have everything, all the sentiment about Hurts. Just you were saying pressure, like he falls short in pressure. There ain't even he's falls short without pressure. That's the thing. That's the scary part. But you guys hit the spot on AJ Brown. You guys hit the spot on the OC. So it's
Like I said, I mean, I don't want to take all the blame off of Jalen Hurts. I just think this whole thing is for everybody across the board.
Yeah, I'll say it's
confusing,
a team problem
it's
at this point.
And if it's a team problem, I got to look at one guy. Like this team was in the Super Bowl. They shouldn't with the same team. Like this is the same exact team, a little bit better.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the Chiefs then.
Yeah.
This is where I get to rub my hands a little bit.
Yeah. So.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So how do we feel about the Chiefs? Goose cooked. Over? I'm not saying the dynasty. I'm talking about.
They just need a little reset.
Yeah, I think
they need a little reset. Come back healthy. Come back with a different game plan. Let's not just try to rely on the same old things that got them to the spots.
I kind of think that's what it is. It's like the game has fully evolved because we're seeing teams like the Patriots.
They were the team ahead of the pace.
But those teams play complementary football. They're both 1 and 2 in their divisions on defense as well. So it's not just their offense.
And that's the thing too. Like the Chiefs, they're top like
Patrick
in a
Mahomes
lot of
having-
categories.
And
When
Mahomes
their
having like a
offense
top
is-
5 season.
When their
Yeah.
offense is clicking, their defense is highly rated too.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Those parts, that is the one part of football that you are always able to see when a team is really
Right.
good
Yeah.
or dynasties are built. It's predicated on balanced football. Even the special teams is good.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But man, y'all, I think y'all right. I'm gonna say that it's not over. I just
No,
retooling.
no, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna
That's what they
retool.
need.
They're
They
gonna
need- yeah.
because Travis Kelce, man, he got the girl, he got the bag a couple times, and he's going off into the sunset.
Go.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, really though, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They need to
Yeah.
retool somebody in that position that Patrick can rely on, because no matter how the offense goes, what type of system they implement, defense is always going to be ran the same
Yeah.
way. And he's going to need a tight end that can find those spots
Yeah.
and zones and shit like that for him to be bailed out.
Especially when their running game ain't figured
Yes,
out. 'Cause,
absolutely.
like, all it
You know
is,
what I
all
mean?
these
Like,
defenses
that's
are
his
doing.
superpower.
You contain,
You know what I
you
mean?
just contain Mahomes, make
Yes.
sure he don't break away
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
blitz. And
And the
that's-
thing is, this
Yeah.
season,
Without a
I
good
think-
tight end, that's
I don't
what's
even-
gonna-
I don't even think it's a bad season. It's just an unfortunate season because
Yeah.
if you take all, last year they were what 16-1. You take all their advanced metrics and
Yes.
stats from last year, they're
Yeah.
all worse compared to this year. This
Yeah.
year they are playing better
Yes.
team
That
football.
tell you how much the
they're
league
just
caught up.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
just
And
that's the thing. They were
yeah.
ahead of
Yeah.
ahead of everybody for so long. Once the Brady era died out.
Yeah.
That everyone, it's like the worst thing. Everyone just caught up to
Yeah.
them, and now it's like, all right, now we're all on even footing again. And so,
And they played way. Not only did everybody catch up, and I'm gonna let you
No,
go.
no, you can-
they played way more games than everybody too.
yeah, eventually that
yeah.
takes a toll.
you know what I mean. Like you got to think about it. It's like the LeBron effect. Like LeBron actually. When you think about all of the championship runs that he had, like when he was taking them to 7 and taking them to 6 and all of that, and then the series before that he dragged the teams, whatever it is, you know what I mean, 7-game or 6-game, like that's a lot of wear and tear.
And that's
You
why
understand what I'm
that's
saying?
why I
Like,
can't say that the Warriors
Yeah.
like fumbled the best record in the league, because you gotta think they was hustling from game 1 to game 82 to get
Yes.
that record.
Yes.
Like those games that they should have been chilling.
Yes.
They were still competing hard because
Absolutely.
they wanted to get the record.
Yes.
Then you go into the playoffs and they had that 7 games against OKC, which really
Yes.
they had to really pull that shit out
Yes.
from being down 3-1, and then eventually they just lost their steam in the finals. It
Yes,
happened.
man.
Draymond had
Yeah.
got a little kick in the balls, and you know,
Lost his mind.
But nah, I mean like.
That's the favorite quote I like from Stephen.
And
A,
and
though.
that's why I
he
said-
called that the stimulus package. The LeBron stimulus package was when Draymond
like that.
Green got suspended.
And that was my thing with that's why I made the take that I made earlier in the year with the Chiefs. Like I felt like this was coming because last year when they were 16-1, it was like you said, their stats weren't up. They were kind of just sliding by. They were doing what a Super Bowl winning
Yeah.
team does. They just do
Win-
what they have to do and get
win
the
in
fuck
the
out
last
of there.
minute, yeah.
But it wasn't all like you know what I mean. It wasn't all that like there and convincing. And
had the
then
most
now-
points at the end of the game.
Yeah, and I feel like
literally
they did,
those kind
and
of
I feel like they did kind of similar shit
the
this
Patriots
year.
are doing this year.
Yeah, and it just is what it is. I mean, at this point, I think like Travis Kelce, he shouldn't be on the. He's stiff. He doesn't move like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's still getting his yards because he's a target, but
Because they're the other guys. I think if Rasheed
Yeah.
Rice was there pretty much full season, I think you get that early injury with so and so. What was it, Worthy? I think got hurt immediately, right? And so say if you have Rasheed Rice, Worthy at the beginning of the season, then Worthy goes down with Rasheed Rice there. They're fully healthy and they're able to sustain through that kind of thing. But starting off without Rasheed Rice, Worthy getting hurt, you know what I mean? And
Put them in a hole.
Yeah, I
like
think Chris Jones
with-
is the same defensive
Yes,
anchor that he was
and all of that
before,
other
and-
stuff too. So that does it. Like, of course, we
Yeah.
know that Patrick Mahomes' dynamism. Damn, I'm trying to. You know what I'm trying to. Like his superiority offensively is what gives his defense the power that it
Yes.
does sometimes.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Offensive defense, yeah.
Without a question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with them not being able to beat up on people or do what he does normally, you know what I mean? The defense not being as good as it is anyway, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
is not going to get too much going. You know what I mean? Like he provides something, you know what I mean, aside
Yeah,
from
and I don't think Andy Reid has that same intensity and
He's like
steam that he
90,
had
bro.
before. I
Yeah.
mean, like, it happens. I mean, he old. He won a
You
Super
say he's
Bowl.
like 90?
Yeah, he out there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he
Poor
was
Andy
shuffling.
Reid.
And if you're doing Skechers commercials, you mad old because you got bad feet. You know what I'm saying? So you have to.
That's a crazy take,
Yeah,
but
like-
I can rock with it. Yo, shout out Andy Reid.
Word, I
still love you, man. I was so
Me
happy
too.
when you got
Me
the
too.
ring. What are some big NFL takes that you guys got? What do you guys truly want to talk about outside of what we already talked about?
Let me do this real quick. So, I've been a Patriots fan ever since I started watching football, right? And people love to say, "Oh, bandwagon." Of course, I was 7 years old. I saw the best team in the league, and I wanted to go to them. But only Thomas would know this part of it, as far as who's sitting here and who's watching. Probably, our team in our city was the Schenectady Patriots. So I always looked at the older kids who were on the team of like, oh, those are cool guys. Oh, it's got the same name. So that's what gravitated me towards them. And then obviously they just came off of their 3rd and 4 years. So that was interesting to me. So yeah, so I've been a Patriots fan for 20 years now almost, or over at this point. I'm not convinced, which is interesting to say. We've had the 2nd easiest schedule in the league. We've beaten everyone outside the Raiders week 1, but week 1's week 1. That's just feeling out. But we've beaten everyone we needed to beat that we were supposed to beat. And then, we beat some teams we weren't supposed to beat. Mm-hmm. But I'm not convinced.
I don't blame
We
you.
are, like Kevin is saying, we just have the end of the points at the end, or we have the most points at the end of the game for the Chiefs last year. Mm-hmm. That's why I feel like the Patriots are this year. We just have we're model of consistency, but that consistency isn't a winning formula in my opinion.
Okay.
What I would say
hurts
about
me to
that
say that.
is I think the big
That's fire.
Yeah.
Y'all should have waited, man. Wait till y'all see what I got for y'all in a minute. But go ahead.
I think like that game against the Bills is going to be a big test.
The Bills and Ravens back to back; those are big tests.
I mean, I mean the Ravens. I don't know. I mean they're the Ravens. That's a different
but
conversation.
The Bills for
literally.
sure.
But I think the Bills, because the Bills, they're trying to not lose the division and everything.
Yes.
They're going to come in giving the Patriots everything they got, kind of show them that it's still our yard. Mm-hmm. The only reason I'm not convinced on the Patriots is kind of the experience thing.
Yeah, they're young.
Mike Vrabel alone, I mean, when his run with the Titans, like they didn't really do too much.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a couple, decent runs. But he never had the quarterback that he has in Drake May. And Drake May is young. Drake May don't have no experience in the playoffs. So it's kind of how I feel. I think they're gonna get punched in the gut.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna make them all better. I think no matter what this season.
No, this season
elevated
I'm
them.
not shitting on the Patriots. Like I said, they're my favorite team.
Yeah.
This is the best season you could have hoped for them.
Yeah.
And they are way ahead of schedule. And shit, ever since Christian Gonzalez came back, pass defense has gotten way better, which is one weak point that we had. Our run defense was good throughout the whole first half of the year. It's still good. It's just not as good as it was. And then our
Not
line,
fumbling as much.
our line is scary, like not good scary. But and then we've cut down on the fumbles because Stevenson isn't getting the ball as much anymore. But I agree with what you're saying, man. It's just it comes down to experience, and this was a positive season.
Yeah. And that's why I said, like, if Drake May comes in and absolutely dogs the Bills, I'm probably gonna believe in them more.
That will, yes.
Because the AFC
if they
is
can take
fucking
them, if they can sweep them this year, that will help me really feel like they got some shit going.
And we have another segment where we're gonna talk about like Super Bowl teams who we feel is gonna win, but the AFC is so wide open without the regular Mahomes dominance, without the Lamar Jackson dominance. It's fucking open. So.
Okay.
What you got for us?
Oh, nothing, man. I was kind of just vibing with what y'all was saying. I kind of like what y'all brought to the table there. I think that if it was a fifth, we'd all be fucked up. But, I think that they're playing hard. I think I like Mike Vrabel's style a lot.
I love it.
I love
he
it.
was perfect.
I don't think that anything that's happened is luck. I think that he actually has them prepared.
Yes.
Being a fine-tuned machine himself for those type of moments. You know
Everyone,
what I mean?
everyone
Like,
that
it's
passed
hard
on him
not
for
to-
2 years are
it's hard
probably
not to
kicking
breathe.
And the
themselves.
passion
You know what I mean?
and intensity he brings to that locker
and to
room.
breed people to those specific details for those moments.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I mean?
very like it's the
Is-
Patriots way.
Yeah,
That's why I
like,
thought
you know what I
even
mean? So-
before they had Mayo for the year.
Yeah.
I thought Vrabel was the guy because you can't replace Belichick just with anybody. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And Vrabel, he's just like he's intense. He'll make anything work. He's there for his guys.
But yeah, it wasn't.
But he makes them
supposed to go
there
like
for
that.
him too.
Yeah, it wasn't. And the
Yeah.
other part about most things is that like he was ready before Bill Belichick was supposed to leave.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you don't want to be able to. You can't follow the legend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's hard. Like
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying?
That's why almost that 1 year at Mayo kind of just
like,
helped make this a perfect situation.
Yeah, like
because
that
they all
shit
got to
hard.
experience struggle real quick.
Yeah, that shit hard, bro.
Yeah, I
Like-
love Drake May, man. He's a dog.
I think it's okay. It's just about them. It's about the receivers and all them like really, showing
And
up.
shout
too.
out to Stephon Diggs having another good year
Yes.
after the shit show that he had last year. I mean, he got hurt.
Yeah,
granted,
He got hurt.
but-
but he
hurt,
wasn't
bro.
looking good when he was healthy.
No,
you know what
yes,
I'm
he
saying?
was. He was. Listen, it's just Nico Collins' way, and you know what
Fair,
I mean.
fair,
Tank
fair,
Dell
fair.
and them was really
Yeah.
his weapons before Stephon. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So,
Fair enough. All right, I mean, my take is I think, listen, if Matt Stafford wins MVP, which I think it would be fair to say that he's leading. Or
Yeah,
at
he
least,
is, he is.
Probably up there with like Drake May and.
He's the favorite. Drake May's number
Yeah.
2 or 3, I think.
If Matt Stafford wins MVP, where are we playing him all the time?
he's not going to win the MVP. He probably is going to get close, but y'all
Who's gonna
tripping.
win?
Y'all tripping. I think Jordan Love will win it before.
Well, last I looked at the standings. That's what I'm saying.
But I still think
But-
that Jordan Love is better than all of the people that
I
y'all
don't know
said.
because Matt
except
Stafford is like top 3. Like,
Except
like
Matt
that.
Stafford. I think
Yeah.
that Jordan Love is better than everybody that you just named besides Matt Stafford.
okay.
Literally. But
I
go
don't
ahead.
know, man.
I digress.
All right, I don't know because Matt Stafford's taking care of business this year. Jordan Love, they should almost be undefeated.
He had, they just got to spring back, but Matt
Of
just
course,
threw
of course,
3
yeah.
picks in the game, too.
Yeah.
He did it
Yeah,
Jalen
yeah,
Hurts 2 weeks ago.
They just did the Jalen. No, we're not calling it the Jalen. No, we're not doing it.
Shit.
That's crazy. No, but if he wins MVP though,
Yeah, I'm not mad at that, though.
he
You
has
already
that.
know
He
I'm
has
a
that ring,
Matt
which was
Stafford lover.
he's
You-
one of the
I ain't
like
got
3
no problem
active
with him.
QBs with a ring.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he different.
And he,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
like you know, I love dude. I ain't got no problem with that. But
Hell
I just
yeah.
think that Jordan Love, I'm telling y'all, just like I said at the beginning of our season, you know what I mean, of the pod, right? Like, and of football, like, listen, man, he's already played in these different moments.
God, he heats
you
up so
understand
much
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
second half.
And
man.
the second half of the season, bro,
his.
like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
and
he
then
goes stupid.
they got a piece that
Because
they
when
never had.
when
You
they were just
understand what
picking
I'm saying?
people off last year,
Like,
yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, come
No,
on,
I can definitely
bro.
see it being Jordan Love for sure. I really love Matty Stat.
Yes.
I love Puka. I love that whole.
Yes.
I love everything.
I got
going
nothing
on
going. I
over
got
there.
nothing against that at all.
What I'm really rooting for, and this is weird to say as an Eagles fan, like I almost feel like the Eagles don't. I personally, if I'm being honest with you, I don't want the Eagles to make the playoffs if they're gonna just be this trash.
You're such a weird fan.
No, but if they're gonna be this bad, I don't want to go to the playoffs and
You're
get
such
embarrassed.
a weird fan, though.
Well, bro, because
what
think
if
about
they,
it.
But
But
what
what's
if they
the
do-
positive or negative?
Yes,
to do?
like that's what I was about to say. What if they do the Eagles' way and just beat everybody?
Oh, yeah, if
by
they do that, of
19,
course. But I'm saying is, like,
17,
I don't-
21,
If they
18,
make the
and shit like that.
if they make the fucking playoffs and get embarrassed, that's just embarrassed. Just like
All
it
right,
was
but if they
against
don't make the
Buccaneers.
playoffs, that's also just embarrassing.
know.
though. So
Right.
might as well go a little farther.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here saying I hope the Eagles miss. I'm just
Okay.
Yeah,
saying
you
I
said you
hope.
kind of do.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
I hope that they make it and they don't get fucking embarrassed because
Okay.
there's a good chance we're gonna line up with like the Panthers or the Buccaneers. or
But
some
anybody
shit.
that plays them, you know, is going to try to literally and back
Take their
Yeah,
head
they're gonna
off.
try to take their head
fucking,
off.
like,
just,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
just like the Chargers defense
Yes, like
did
they
last
was
week.
goddamn tush pushing people for 3 years. Like people was pissed.
People tired of that
they-
shit.
And that's my thing is like if the Cowboys can squeeze in and Dak has all these stats that he has,
That's what we need to be talking about.
Damn.
That's what we actually need to be
4
talking
years,
about.
285 million.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
I just saw that. I was like, shit.
But yeah, who else got something to bring to the table NFL wise?
Nothing. I'm good on that.
Because I mean,
I just had my Patriots rant. That's all.
yeah,
Right.
the only thing I had.
But I want them to make the playoffs, unlike him with his team. I don't know.
I really just don't want to see a shit show, bro. Because that was just sad. Like 2 years ago, watching.
So
them
is that who
lose.
we was taking like for the Super Bowl? Is that like?
No,
No,
that's next.
no,
That's
Yeah,
next.
that's next. But yeah, the only other topics I had is I think the Dolphins' mess this year wasn't Tua or the coach's fault because you can see now with all the injuries, they're starting to put together, not like a dominant team, but they're up to 6-7 now. So it's like it's a little respectable. I don't think Tua should be like not a starter after this, and I don't think Mike McDaniel should not be a head coach after this. I think it's more so front office. They had bad luck injuries, kind of what you were already explaining to me when Tyreek Hill went down. I'm watching Aaron Rodgers because, like I said, AFC is wide open. We got teams like the Patriots and the Jaguars and the Broncos and teams like that, teams that I don't necessarily believe in.
Yeah.
This could open the door to a magical one last Aaron Rodgers, Mike Tomlin run, because I think that whole operation's getting shut down after this year, no matter what.
No question.
I think they all know
No
that
question.
it's kind of run its course.
Yeah.
I think realistically he might just hang it up after this year.
Aaron Rodgers? Oh yeah, I think he's kind of alluded to it in the beginning of the season,
regardless of how it goes.
kind of preparing everyone like if this is the last one, and I think it is. He's hurting. He looks miserable.
Getting hit out there
he looks
too,
miserable.
man.
He's yelling at his
Like-
teammates. But at the end of the day, they could get some favorable matchups in the playoffs and make it real. There's a lot of storybook shit.
There's
that's
mad
kinda lining
storybook
up.
shit
That's
this year
kinda
that
lining
could
up.
happen.
Like
And
Matt,
none
like,
of them probably will.
Oh yeah, like Phillip Rivers going on an impossible run, Aaron Rodgers. We could see like an insane Lamar Jackson comeback. We could see the two-peat for the Eagles.
You could see the
Dak Prescott with the
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
You
There's a lot of
know,
weird shit.
Jordan Love, Caleb Williams. Like just a lot of crazy shit that could happen. I love it. But who do you guys ultimately have winning the Super Bowl?
I got the Rams.
Okay.
I just like I said,
Experience.
man, experience. I think they have probably currently in the league right now the best 1-2 punch with
Adams and Puka.
Yeah, it's like I just
Kyron Williams ain't bad either in the backfield.
right. Yeah, so like they just have options
Their defense
that a lot of
is-
teams this late into the season don't currently have,
Yeah.
and I feel like they just have the best all around chance.
Okay.
That's what it is for me.
You want listen, man.
Cam is deferring today,
Yeah, I
man.
wanna
He's
hear.
ready.
I had obviously if the Eagles get their shit together, they're automatically the favorites, just by how good their offense and defense plays. I think if the Cowboys do get in though, they're going to be pretty hard to beat because they're going to have a lot to be playing for. The Marshawn thing, they're going to have the Cinderella story, they're going to have the comeback season. They're going to be playing with house money. No one expected them to do shit. But I mean, I feel terrible for saying this because I think he's overrated, Josh Allen. But this might be the perfect season.
Yeah,
That
100%.
if the Bills are going to do something with Mahomes out of the playoffs, this could be the year. You're facing a lot of inexperience. You have all the experience. For everyone that says everything about Josh Allen, like MVP,
His only kryptonite is Pat. Well,
like,
if Pat's not there, you better do it.
I feel like I can be bought into believing that the Bills can win the Super Bowl this year.
But guess what?
'Cause-
It's going to be Rams Patriots Part 3. Sorry.
and the NFC, like you got to think about it. Whatever AFC team goes in, the NFC they're going to come into this all beaten up.
Yes,
that's going to be a
100%.
bloodbath over there when you consider the Lions and the Packers and the Eagles and all the other options that you have.
My boy got mad acid reflux.
No, I just I don't even like pause. I don't got enough saliva in my mouth. But
I got a dry mouth right now, too. No
yeah,
cap.
and I'm sitting here just thinking about it. I'm looking at all the teams. I think the most believable thing that I can think of is either the Eagles come back, which I don't know, that game against the Chargers was scary, dude.
Yes.
It was almost like they were broken. But I don't know, man. Bills,
And who?
I can see it.
Oh, just Bills? That's who you got?
Oh, I
as the
was
Bills?
picking a winner.
Okay, got you. All right, bet. Cool. No problem.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
No
'cause
problem.
I
got you.
can't even tell you what I think
Okay,
about
cool. I got you. So we vary all the way down the board, but in some of things that we're kind of similar in, I don't like his actual Matt's actual Super Bowl teams. He said
Rams,
Patriots.
Well,
Rams.
I
right?
was just saying that for the quick little.
No, but I like
He
that.
was just being one of those
I
guys.
think it's Rams going to win it.
Yes.
AFC.
But
throw
that's
it in
not
the air.
bad. That's not a bad.
Right.
With them, they're gonna be home field. They should have home field
Yes.
advantage depending
Yeah.
on how they finish out.
Yeah,
you know what I
these
mean?
last
Which is
four.
not a bad take, right? I'm
Rams Steelers would be cool.
Yeah, I'm just more along the lines of what Tom said, but just a little bit off with everything that you said about the AFC, a little different about the NFC. I love that it could be Josh Allen's year because of how much Lamar Jackson has to overcome. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Not just with
He's
the
not going to
games.
run into one of those. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
not
saying?
just the games. It's actually himself too, like these
Yeah.
little knick-knack injuries.
Yeah, I
that
think
he
Lamar,
has.
he's just so
You know
beat
what I
up,
mean?
bro. And
Yeah,
they're
he's-
asking him to,
Yeah, to
because
still
like
try to
you
do
see the
it.
stats before when Lamar was out for those 3 games, they were like the worst in defense, worst in offense. They couldn't even function. And now you insert him, you're kind of asking him to be Superman, and he's banged up. Like he's not even doing practices like that. Like I don't know the last time he did like a full week of full practices. missing.
Absolutely.
And
So-
he's hurt. He's beat up. You could tell
Absolutely.
he's not like when you get hurt like that. And we could talk about the Joe Burrow thing too. It's
Hold on. Let me
yeah.
just finish though. Let me finish
It,
though.
it takes a toll on
So
you.
I like it can be, my point in all of that is that it can be Josh Allen's year. So I actually like it to be Buffalo and to represent the AFC. But in the NFC, man, I'm sticking to my guns, man. I think it's
Green
Jordan
Bay?
Love and Green Bay.
Green
Yeah,
Bay.
without a question.
I like that.
It's not a bad choice.
Literally, listen, y'all, you're
yeah.
talking about the bloodbath. I'm talking about the youth. You understand what I'm
But
saying?
he has the
That is a
they have the
great-
experience from last year.
The experience with youth. They are the youngest good team that there is in the NFL.
And Matt
you
LaFleur
understand what
is
I'm saying? Like
probably
literally
the most-
youngest, like under 20.
Yeah.
Like Jordan Love is the oldest player.
Yeah,
out of
which
that
is
group.
fucking
and I
insane.
think
You understand what I'm
Matt
saying? Like,
LaFleur
literally.
is like the
So,
most composed coach
yeah.
that I can think of.
And
Like,
he's a winner. Like
he don't fold
he
under the
loves
pressure, and
execution.
he don't rise under the pressure
Yes,
either.
but
He's just steady.
You can tell it
Yeah.
looks like that, but I bet you deep down inside he is a perfectionist about execution. Because at the
That's
end
what
of the
Kyle Shanahan built. That's
you
the tree,
understand
man.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he actually, man, just seeing him when certain things go a certain way, you can kind of see that shit grinds him, but you also knows that he knows that his execution
And that's
is
why
the
I
shit.
kind of hope Shanahan and I wouldn't be mad at the 49ers winning it either, even though I know it's like a really big stretch, because Shanahan, he deserves something.
Yeah, man, that buy-in.
He has a lot of bad luck, but like the coaches that he's built, the systems that he's built, what
Yeah.
he does when his whole fucking team is off the field,
Yeah, the injury bug is what hurts him. Yeah, but that's what I got. Great.
All right, Kim. So you got a segment for us.
Yeah, man.
What's up, King?
Yeah, man. So fellas,
He's like, I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. No, I'm just
yeah, for real though. Join the conversation, man. Like we said before, man. Make sure you mash it, man. For real. So listen, fellas.
Mash it up.
Mashed potatoes.
I think like we'd be ahead of the curve with a lot of our conversations, right? And a lot of our takes, right? And a lot of our debates. So I want to introduce like a segment, right? But check it out, right? Everybody talks now how we always talk. But what we're about to do is start keeping receipts in a different way. All right?
Oh,
now
no.
check it out. This is how
Oh,
we're going to
no.
do it, right?
I said the Clippers would be good before this year.
Check it out.
We all
Yes,
do. We all do.
exactly, right?
The unction.
Because this is what we're going to do,
I don't know why, I
right?
just like seeing old dudes ball.
We get
Like,
2
Phillip
receipts
Rivers?
for the NBA season.
Okay.
One you willing to sign your name on, and one you would never say out loud, but it might be true.
Okay, I like this.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right, so
So one that you would normally keep to yourself, but one that you're willing
right,
to die.
that's
on a-
yes,
okay.
that's your
I
public
got it.
claim.
NBA
that's
got
your
it.
public.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And we're doing basketball, right?
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
All right. So listen, do you guys want to pick who goes first?
I can go first. I already got him.
Yeah, run it.
All right.
All right.
First, the take I'm willing to die on is that the New York Knicks are coming out of the Eastern Conference. I'm not saying winning the whole thing.
That's your public one or your?
Yeah, my public one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's a really easy one. I mean, just the way that they've handled their business on their
Okay.
home floor this year, the way that their defense is constantly getting better as the season goes along. Obviously, they're going to need health to roll their way like every fucking team does, and everything changes when people get hurt. I just love the Knicks more than I love anybody else in the East, especially with the Cleveland Cavaliers looking like a bunch of jabronis.
Okay.
And yeah, I know they got their own shit, but it's like Darius Garland can't get his feet under him. Jared Allen's been on and off the court. Evan Mobley hasn't taken over the way I thought he would. And Donovan Mitchell's so fucking inconsistent. It always goes back to that. But
Pistons might beat you.
yeah, I like that. I like that. I just think at the end of the day, in a 7-game series, I think the Knicks can overcome the Pistons. And then the other thing that I got,
No, we're gonna go one by one.
Okay.
I go last. What is your public take? Your public receipt? He said the Knicks
the
are
thing
coming
that's
out
on
of the
his
East.
mind, he knows is spicy.
You could say that for but it's up to you.
I'm just thinking. That public one, I'll go. Given the Thunder and where they are right now, there's too many similarities with that 73-9 win Warriors, and they got taken to 7 twice last year. They're not unbeatable. And given, I know that's going to come up later in the episode, but I just feel like they can get taken down.
So with the Thunder record right now, they are not going to win it all.
I'm just saying I feel like they can get to. Too many people are saying it's
No,
their
I need
season.
a take. I need a claim. Tom said the Knicks are coming out of the
Okay.
East.
They're
Just
not coming out the Thunder. Oh, no, I don't want to fucking say that.
Yeah, there we go. You see, we got him, guys. We got him.
Fuck.
Yeah, we got him.
Off the top of the melon
Yeah,
cap.
because you gotta believe that shit. I don't want to hear no maybes, no.
Yeah.
All right, then. All right. Copy. I think the Pistons are coming out the East.
Okay.
That's something I think is actually going to happen.
Listen, I ain't mad at you, homeboy. Hold on.
Sorry.
Yeah, let me.
Sorry, Tom.
Whatever you feel, man.
Listen.
It's like, no.
All right.
Because that's something I definitely actually believe.
All right, I got you.
Oh, shit.
All right, Matt.
All right, what you got then?
All right, bet.
Unk?
So listen, earlier this year we kind of talked about him. You know what I mean? We made a clip about Mr. Tim Thomas, right? I mean, excuse me, Mr. Tim Duncan. Excuse me, I said Tim Thomas.
Tim Thomas, that's a bag full.
Tim Thomas, my bad. I mean, Tim Duncan.
Also,
Listen,
we talked about him when?
Listen, yeah, never. But Tim Duncan, man, this is to also show you, man, that it wasn't nothing personal at the end of the day.
Oh, we're getting flamed.
Listen, man, I don't know
Everyone's
why.
like, the easy answer is Kevin Garnett.
I don't understand what people don't understand about basketball and athleticism and systems and things of that nature, that you're able to see what are clearly used for certain players and what aren't.
And the thing is, too, we all said Kevin Garnett is the worst player of the group that we had named.
Yes.
But if we were going to delete one, we would go with Duncan. Like that's we all said that, and they still weren't getting it, man.
So what I'm going to say by the end of the season, I know that they be trying to, but I'm gonna be real, right? At the end of this season, I think that Evan Mobley is going to be treated the same way as early Tim Duncan was treated, right? I think that he is going to start to be mentioned. Like, listen, man, let's. He's a two-way playmaker right now. You understand? Like, he's even further developing the more that we're seeing him.
Yeah.
That 19, 9, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks a game, no question.
Yeah, it just gets overshadowed because you got
Donovan
Mitchell put up 30 a game.
He already won a DPO, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of the year, man.
So young.
So, listen, man, by the end of this season,
my hot take is about to be nuts.
Let's go. Come on. Now your second one.
You want to go first or you need some time?
What's your second one, man?
You were good. No. You went first. You went first.
Yeah, Tom, yeah.
Listen, man, I love
The secret.
I love Ant. I love Anthony Edwards. I get he's super young. I just don't. And then, like I said, this is not something that I was ready to say publicly, but I'm going along with the segment.
You're about to get me tight.
No. It's not. I'm not saying he's never gonna win or anything.
You almost don't want to say, but low key you believe it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't see him elevating to that next level in my head just yet. And there's many factors that go into that. One, he don't really give a fuck. He's never gonna give a fuck. He's gonna get his bag. He's gonna keep moving. Two, I think he's allergic to the best defenders in the league.
The next what? Over the next how many years? Just period?
Just period.
Oh, this is you saying
But
that.
this is takes I didn't want to say.
All right, that
I'm
Ant
going
is
with it.
going to be the Ant that we see right now forever.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna take that next step just because one, he don't
Ant
care.
will never take that.
This is just inside.
Fuck.
Because I love Ant and I want to see the next step. But you got to think of all the factors. One, it's the idiots that are running the Minnesota Timberwolves. Still got him next to Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle. And granted, Julius Randle's having a great season. But we got to see what happens in the playoffs to really judge that.
Holy cannoli.
They don't have the future because of what they traded to have the team that they have now. So it's really all going to be up to Ant to take that next step. I just kind of don't see it because he don't care that much. I mean, we know basketball ain't his favorite sport. He's just here because he's talented. He's just going to get his bag and keep moving. He's allergic.
So Tom doesn't see Ant evolving.
Yeah, he don't
Ant is who we see now and will not evolve into a winner.
And like I said, I could be dead wrong. I hope.
I'm just making sure that
and I'm hoping that's wrong.
I'm trying
it's
to
just
articulate.
all these factors I think in my head. I'm just like
he's so young.
And he's very young, and he's already gotten to like a crazy point now where he's probably like the 6th best player in the league in my opinion. But you can be one of the best players and not be what you need to be to get the championship and MVP and all that shit. But we'll see.
Okay.
But like I said, that's a take I don't want to say.
I like it.
I just wanted to go. With
I
the
like
segment.
it. He didn't want to say it. He didn't want to say it. I got you.
So don't come at me in a couple years when Ant does the absolutely possible. I'm not even gonna say impossible, but
I really don't want to.
You got
say
a
my take.
I do. I wouldn't introduce you without having one, bro.
I really don't want to say mine.
I don't want to say mine either.
Matt just says something so disrespectful.
I'm gonna speak it into existence, and I hate it.
I'm not gonna say that.
I think with the structure of the Lakers currently as they sit,
God damn it. That's why that's my motherfucking homeboy. Go ahead, finish.
with LeBron looking how he is and might be done by the end of this year, you might
Luka
have
just
to
can't.
take advantage of the high stock that Reeves has right now and get what you can get for him because he's going to demand $50 million this offseason. And I love my two white boys running LA.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they might have to get rid of Reeves.
I love the combo, but I don't love it for winning.
And defensive purposes and everything, but I just I think they might have to capitalize on this 28 points per game. They might have to.
And I think for when it comes to LeBron,
I want to build this team around Luka for the future. Clear cap sheet for 2027. Sorry.
And we've already seen that Luka and Austin Reeves, they don't work together the best consistently.
They do. It's just not enough. What it is it's not enough around them to, you know what I mean, assist.
Capitalize.
You know what I mean? Like when them two is clicking.
And I believed in the Lakers, but that was
with
with LeBron coming off of sciatica and actually, you know, being not LeBron of old.
It's still
but
early.
Yes.
You know.
But I have no problem.
I fuck with it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just hurts me because I love
Yeah,
Reeves.
because they can get a lot for Reeves.
Oh, yeah,
right
Tom
now.
gave his. Hold on 1 second. It was hurting me a little bit. I forgot the time.
I know, I'm sorry.
Yo, go ahead, say it one more time.
Yeah.
I got time.
I think the Lakers are going to have to take advantage and trade Reeves.
Right.
And it's crazy because they're stubborn.
Value.
They're not gonna.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him why, and I'm actually going to give you a take. But can I give you one just before I give mine? So listen, because our ceiling, because I had two, right? I had two because I'm aligned with you. That's why I'm like, you my motherfucking boy. But I don't agree with the trade. I'm just going to say it this way. I think he's going to get his money because LeBron only getting that 50 M's for this year. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
Luka already got paid. Yes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like his contracting is up. What it is that I think that our ceiling doesn't have anything to do with LeBron, Luka, or Austin Reeves. It's tied to that stinking ass bench that we got that can't score over fucking 20 points a night. That is the issue. We ain't going nowhere because of that bench. You understand what I'm saying? Like, listen.
And what I'm saying is if you go and sign him for $50 million a year this offseason, you have nowhere to go. You have no money to fill out that bench anymore.
Listen, B, like he'll take a little less money, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I mean, he can't get $1 something though.
He said he wants at least Tyler Hero money.
Yeah, like, and I mean, come on, he gonna get that. But hopefully we worked out. But here's my take.
$40 million, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's $40 million a year.
Yeah,
I kind of like Reeves more than I like Hero.
Oh yeah, definitely. But that was this past offseason where he said that. So he's definitely upgraded more.
Because seeing like what Austin Reeves can
mid-season
do,
by trade deadline.
By trade deadline.
Seeing what Reeves can do if he goes to a team that has like a high IQ point guard, but not necessarily like someone that takes over like Luka, I think he'd thrive.
Okay.
I would even put him in Atlanta with Jalen Johnson, not even Trae Young, but
man, Atlanta, them young boys balling out there.
I feel like when Trae, real quick though, this is completely off. You just mentioned him.
It's time.
If Trae Young comes back and they start, because they've been holding their own without Trae Young.
Like
he comes back and they start stinking again, you got to move him.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
If they start stinking again. Yes, because they're balling. Like they got something that can grow into.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker's averaging like 20.
Yes.
Dyson Daniels still playing great defense. Jalen Johnson doing his thing.
Big boy just came back. Like you know what I mean. He's in and out, but he's gonna be there. Like you know what I mean. I don't like what it looks like. You said I agree 100% that if they start looking horrible.
Yeah.
With Trae, they got to get
Jalen Johnson
he's
nasty. And if you could trade Trae Young and get like two sharpshooters over there to play around Jalen Johnson,
man. And I like Regis Shea or however you say his last name.
And Dyson Daniels.
I mean, Dyson Shea's low-key not having a good sophomore year, but sophomore slump.
But that's okay. That's all right. Like that collection around him.
This is kind of like this goes into one of the takes that I had is that like I just think this superstar era is like it's useless to a lot of teams. Because you look at the Hawks and their coach, Quinn Snyder, he's a dog of a coach. He's a fantastic coach. Yeah. It just so happens that like he's on a team where it's Trae Young ball or no ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if Trae Young's not the one holding the ball and everything, he's absolutely useless because of how bad he is on defense.
Yeah.
But now that he's out, Snyder has been able to able to actually coach, and he got all these dudes looking phenomenal. Like I said, Okongwu, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, like they all doing their fucking thing.
100% agree.
But for mine, man, just real quick, fellas, it's real light, but I don't want to say it, but I am going to say it.
I like
you know
that.
what I mean? Like
That's
that kind of thing.
We might have to do this like
I like
weekly.
Yeah, man, we should keep it.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, listen, man.
And then put a compilation of all of them together.
Absolutely. I got them right here, man. I already started keeping record. Plus, we want to invite the folks to let us know which receipt was roast, which receipt was actually facts.
And what receipts do you got?
Word up.
yeah.
And what's the wildest one? But mine is going to be, listen, man, I don't think. We were just talking about the Lakers, man. I don't think Luka or Kyrie, when he comes back this NBA season, are going to make it out of the first round.
Wow.
I don't think Luka or Kyrie, even though Anthony Davis was a part of this trade, I am highlighting more Kyrie because once he comes back, we know he is willing to ball. Anthony Davis go from calves to shins to whatever is going on with him all the time. So I am highlighting more of Luka now with the Lakers.
You don't think Lakers make it out of the first round?
Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. That bench we got and what you just
we put up 13 points off the bench.
Yeah, man.
Tops.
What you just highlighted that I was just trying to hold to the cuff. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest and let you know I don't believe that either Luka nor Kyrie are gonna get out of the first round.
I arguably don't think the Dallas Mavericks are gonna make it past the play-in. But
You know what I mean? So there we go. But for the names, for the trades, for Flag, for Davis, for Irving, you know what I mean?
Flag
for Clay.
turning up lately too, man.
You know
You
what
gotta
I
put
mean?
some respect on that young kid name. Stop giving this kid so much damn pressure. Flag
Yeah.
turning the fuck up out
We
there.
said it was gonna happen.
I mean,
though.
yeah, I said it didn't seem like a good situation for him, and it wasn't. But I mean, they're rebuilding early, so I like it. I like they have underrated.
There's
Andrew.
already talks about
Yeah.
AD and Kyrie getting shipped out of there.
Yeah, but I mean, it depends
Yes.
if a team's willing to take him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because Anthony Davis, I mean, this is the tough situation about what they did and why Nico Harrison looked so bad, is that you're taking a chance because one, you had Luka, so you didn't, you knew what you had. But with Anthony Davis, he's making $60 million for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
That's hard to trade unless a team is just like, fuck it. But that's harder to come by because
And he's not a famous 60 million
and
where you could ship him somewhere to a small market and people are going to.
And I think what we're running into is like
And he's
teams,
not willing to go there.
Teams are starting to like overthink because the Thunder did so well with their rebuild and it looks like they're about to dominate the NBA for so long that these teams are only going to want to be making smart decisions, not fuck it decisions.
Yeah, the Jazz started doing that, but they have
Yeah.
botched their picks. But they have so many picks.
Yeah.
I think so listen, man, I'm happy to see that you observe those kind of things, but I
Yeah.
think that is actually the job of the general
Yes,
manager.
it
It
is.
just doesn't get highlighted
Well, of course,
that
but
often.
like players like Ja Morant, players like Anthony Davis, they'd get traded easily because of their name. You know what I'm saying? But they're not smart decisions anymore, so people aren't doing it.
But brother, those guys, you're naming people to make it seem like those kind of people are available in every draft. So for every
No, I'm
team
not
to
saying-
be able to
no, not draft,
be a
but
part
I'm
of
talking
looking
about,
like
like-
they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially in a small market like OKC, you see
Yeah.
what they had to have go in their favor for this to happen.
Of course.
We just talked about at the beginning of the show
Yeah.
with somebody as big as Paul George. Like the universe had to line up for them to get a
Yeah.
bunch of picks.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like
2:30 in the
I
morning.
hear it.
yes,
that went
like
through.
that shit is hard. Like you know what I
I hear
mean?
it.
Like everybody, because listen, bro, that's why we get to kick it. All them guys is not as good. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like listen, they are NBA players and more power to them, but there's actual levels to
There's
it.
levels
As,
to that shit,
you know what I mean?
yes.
Like as far as the flame outs, the length of the careers, what you can ask somebody to do, how
Yeah.
well they're going to do what you ask them to
Right.
do without going into their own thing.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, man, it's hard, but I love that shit. We do got the OKCs and we do have the Orlandos, but that's
Right.
also the front office working,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying, with the coaching
It's a good
staff.
point. It's a good point. Like I said, I can't argue that.
Yeah, that shit gotta be a
I
great
can't argue that,
identity.
King. All right, so let's just hit different or not. Hit the road.
Yes.
We're down with that?
Yes.
All right, so boom, different or not, the first one in studio. We're already here at the end of the episode. What time we got for this current timer? So we can squeeze this
2
in.
minutes.
Oh, yeah, we can squeeze this in. All right, so different or not, I got 3 basketball players and 3 football players, completely random. Well, one wasn't random, and that's because we talked about him earlier this episode. Dirk. Dirk Nowitzki. Who'd you think?
Yes. No, I thought you were going to say Phillip Rivers again.
No,
I thought you were going to reintroduce
because
it.
Phillip Rivers, we already said
Yeah,
no.
I thought you were
so
going
we
to
have to-
reintroduce him.
So I'm going to say if we want to go back, we have to have a whole segment for it.
Okay.
Which if Phillip Rivers does good, I wanna reopen it.
Rehash
because
that?
that's crazy.
All right,
Coming
so
back
Dirk,
Dirk.
yes.
Yes.
One of, if not the greatest finals run of all time.
Yeah, like that alone. And I mean, even like he was just a model of consistency too.
Yeah.
He was the first greatest big man shooter.
That's so
ever.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. We're gonna argue some other time that you could be biased like that. You said that just off that alone that you're willing to put Dirk in.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't do that for Cam, who actually had.
But he didn't have that run that Dirk had.
What are you talking about? Yes,
didn't.
he did.
He came up short.
So what?
In that scenario, Dirk, I mean, obviously Dirk's a player where if he didn't win that ring, we'd still probably say that he was different. But like because he won that ring, if he only did
How
that in his
many
career,
quarterbacks, if you actually
we're
like
about to argue Dirk and Cam
yes,
Newton. This is
because
nuts.
how many quarterbacks have you ever seen in the NFL in your whole time watching it?
Didn't we say Cam was different? Didn't you convince me?
Because me
already?
and him
You convinced me.
outvoted you.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
convinced
because
me.
we didn't convince you, we outvoted you. But you just said something where you were literally about to align with Dirk because of how you just like him.
Okay, but pull up the opponents that Cam Newton beat to get to that Super Bowl.
So what? That's not, no. All right, listen, all right, okay.
I was gonna say we're talking about Dirk beat fucking the
We
Trailblazers
know
team,
that.
OKC, Kobe,
But
LeBron.
that's one season. I'm talking
Bro,
about the
I know.
culmination of Cam Newton in Carolina. That mystique is bigger than the one goddamn miracle run. Yes, what are you talking about, bro?
All right.
Like he built Charlotte, North Carolina. Like, what are you talking about?
The teams that he faced on his way to getting embarrassed and not jumping on the football.
That 24 when
When he went to the Super Bowl, who did they face?
Leading up in the playoffs.
all right, so in the playoffs, the Seahawks,
The young Seahawks.
the Panthers,
How did he face the Panthers?
the Cardinals.
Cardinals, which
My
weren't
bad. Yeah,
anything
they whooped
crazy.
their ass.
Right,
And
so
then
he
they
only
lost
So that's what I'm saying.
in
So
the
he
Super Bowl to Denver 24-10.
Yeah, so he faced the young Seahawks.
when-
He faced the young Seahawks, and he faced the Cardinals that no one believed in.
No.
All right, great run.
No, what are you talking
Great
about?
run, great
What are
run.
you talking about, man? Do you know who
Fantastic run.
Von Miller has 7 sacks? He's a Hall of Famer who is still playing right now.
They lost.
Yes, so what? You're talking
If they won, I would agree with you
But no,
wholeheartedly,
I'm
but
not
they
talking
lost.
about, that's what you were trying to do. Now I understand what you were doing in opponents up to the run. I'm talking about Cam Newton in general.
Right, and I understood that. That's why I wasn't that mad that you guys said yes and I
Oh,
said
okay,
no.
all right. So
Like,
no, not the
it's logical.
year. No, I'm not comparing the year. I'm
But
talking
know
about.
I'm saying like if Dirk didn't, if Dirk was similar to Cam, where he didn't do much outside of that one, great year. He had a couple good years, of course. But like if it was the same thing, I would say Dirk was different with his one run. Yeah, I absolutely would.
Yeah, because I wasn't
Because you got to
comparing
think
the runs. I don't care about that.
He beat LeBron, he beat
But
Kobe,
that was at
he beat Kevin
one
Durant.
time.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That run alone, far surpasses what Cam did.
But that's one fucking season.
And that's
That's basketball.
what I'm saying.
You're
It
gonna
could've-
play them
Bro,
4 times a year. Any
It could have
fucking way.
been Ben Simmons. I would have said if he was different. if he
No,
pulled
it's
that off.
basketball. You want to play them one time a year in the Super Bowl. You're never ever playing basically opponent that you saw earlier in the season.
But that makes it more fucking impressive that Dirk had to win 7-game series to accomplish what he accomplished. Would it not?
I don't know. To be different over.
To be better than Kobe, LeBron, and Kevin
He
Durant
wasn't
over
better.
7-game series?
He wasn't better than
He
those
was.
The
guys.
team was better than their team.
Yeah, but like
Right,
the engine
and that's
was who?
what we're talking about as
Right.
far as being different. His
But I mean,
teams was better.
Well, yeah, but we wouldn't say that to Kobe, who got not bailed out. But like Derek Fisher had that crazy ass game in 2009. Like other players had crazy ass. But we look at Kobe because he was
figure
the
out how
engine.
you look at sports. I'm still just trying to figure out how you look.
And
at
I'm trying to
sports.
figure out how you look at it too.
That's
No, I'm
crazy. No, not like that.
Yeah.
You should be because at the end of the day,
But I mean, I'm
measure
just saying, like, 'cause
different.
when it comes to different, it's like we remember those runs. We remember, the shit. And yeah.
because I'm
Cam-
not a like.
But that's why Cam is different. You guys said that. You guys jumped in. And
Oh yeah. So I don't
like-
even have to defend it no
Yeah,
more.
you know what I mean?
I actually
Like-
don't even have to defend it anymore.
Yeah, if
but
it was like Drew
it's-
Brees, I would have argued until I died.
It's
but
just
like,
hard
yeah.
for me. Listen, man, you don't know how much I love Dirk. I love Michael Finley. I love listen, man,
Jason Kidd, Terry.
Yeah, that was later.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd literally was a New Jersey Net before he
Right,
was
right.
all of that. The height of his
Fair.
career was in Jersey.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like true Dirk by himself working. It was him, Michael Finley. They had another big dude. You know what I mean? I'm talking about watching this shit.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
And that's why I said Dirk would be different even if he didn't have that finals run. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like that for years and years and years and years.
maybe just make sure you cut some of this up because I don't agree with you. And I'm telling you straight like
All right,
that.
that's fine.
I'm telling you straight like
That's
that.
what we're
So
here
you're
for.
saying without that finals run, Dirk's not different?
He's there. Yeah, he's different. But Dirk
okay,
wasn't
okay.
like that. The last 4 years, it took Dirk.
But
You
would
know
you-
how long Dirk played? First of all, do you know how long Dirk played in the NBA?
20
21
seasons.
years.
Absolute
21, my bad.
motherfucking
21
Yeah.
seasons.
Do you know how long it took for Dirk to actually get good? Like, do you know?
Yeah, like it took like 3-4 years. Yeah.
Boy, you crazy.
He was pretty damn fucking good like 3 or 4 years into that. Pull up his stats.
Oh yeah, I got a laptop right here.
Yeah, we all got devices.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
2026, 2025.
Yeah, and I'm gonna let you do it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wait. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, bro, he was an all-star the 4th season. And the season before that, he averaged 21 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the NBA third team this third season in. Yeah, so I was right. Yeah.
So the 4th season of Dirk's career.
Third, we can say third because
No.
he was on the All-NBA team his third season in.
Did he make an All-Star?
Huh? No, but he made
You
the
value
All-NBA.
All-Stars more than All-NBA
All-NBA?
teams?
No, All NBA is just telling how good you are, and no
The
matter
whole
what,
season,
just through the
yeah.
whole
So he was a
broad
bet- he was
spectrum. But to also win the fan and people vote
Okay,
But that's halfway
is,
through the year,
is
though.
totally
Yeah.
is
Okay.
totally valid.
Okay.
You cannot front on what the fans and what because it's what we're doing right now,
yeah,
right?
yeah, no, I
At
get
the
that.
end of the
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
all I'm saying is, right? All I'm saying is that when we talk about culminations and whole things,
Yeah.
right? You can't just try to weigh a moment, right, and then try to downplay somebody's whole thing because you like their moment better. You got to start letting the people do that shit, bro.
Okay.
Word up,
Yeah.
man. 'Cause-
But I'm just saying, even Dirk, like, he had, what, 14 years of a prime? Like, Cam had, what, 3? Like,
Football's a totally different
I know
sport.
it, and I know
and
it
I'm gonna
is.
say 5.
But like I'm saying in this
I'ma say
argument,
5.
5.
Yeah, I'ma say
I'm
5.
talking about the first time he made an All NBA team, and he was All NBA. For
No,
what,
I'm
one
saying- No,
he said
season?
Cam,
Four-
Cam,
I'm saying
oh,
Cam,
Okay,
Cam.
5. Yeah.
Yeah,
14 to 5 is crazy.
Either way,
No.
it's less than. It's less
Yeah,
than
I'ma
Dirk,
say
but-
5.
Well,
yeah.
because he had a way less
That's the
shorter career
argument.
than Dirk.
That's the argument here. I don't know what you want from me. No, all right. Peja Stojakovic.
He's top 5 favorite player for me. Fuck.
Yeah,
He's different.
I'll let y'all have that.
What you think?
No.
No.
No,
Yeah.
man.
I think I can agree with that.
I think
he
he's
ain't-
Euro basketball different.
Yeah, I mean, like
but-
he was good. He was like.
No, I'll
that,
let y'all.
but
I'll let y'all
I
take
don't-
that. No, he's just one of my favorite players.
Yeah,
so it
but
hurts.
I
It
don't.
hurts.
I don't think he stood the test of time. Like people don't know him like that. No more.
Yeah, so a lot of my
That's the thing. You
Yeah.
have to be a ball player,
Yeah.
like a ball knower to know him.
and that's what I was gonna say. So
He
a
don't
lot
have
of my
like a
favorites.
He don't have
are-
like a huge moment. Like obviously that Kings run was cool,
Yes.
but he don't have like a signature. Like
He got top 5
I'm
votes in
him.
MVP that one year.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
my favorites, like aside from Mike, like Mike is my GOAT, but
That's
my
your guy.
favorites are not anybody that really all the time are different.
Right.
Like they're my
Yeah.
favorite because of what they shocked
Yeah,
me
yeah,
with
yeah,
when I
yeah,
was
yeah,
watching
yeah.
them and why I wanted to keep watching that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Or,
so that's why I'm saying I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna argue it. I get
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
he's not.
all right, Rasheed Wallace.
so it's different for me because I was in that era.
Yeah.
Do you hear me? Like,
was a dog. He was
listen,
tough.
and I'm talking. No, listen. I'm talking about. I was in that era when he was even playing at Simon
Yeah.
Gratz High School.
He was ahead of his time. too.
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Listen, y'all know I talk about Philly. This is where I gained my relationship with my homies from Philly around this time
fair.
because I'm like in middle school balling, right?
Yeah.
Like literally, and all I
Yeah.
know is about like the high school circuit and. This dude is literally lighting it up, right? And then he goes into, you know what I'm saying, the college down in North Carolina and all that kind of stuff. And it was crazy, man. I don't know, man. If y'all just looking at the Detroit him,
It's Rasheed
Portland,
Wallace in general.
you know what I'm saying? Like college, like Rasheed Wallace was different.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rasheed Wallace was different.
Y'all think he's different?
Yes.
I don't know, I mean, I think I'd be on the fence, but I ain't mad at it. Because, I mean, like,
Because I got to bring history in it, and that ain't, see, that's probably me being biased like he just did with Dirk, though, ain't it? That's crazy. I kind of said, damn, I'm in PA,
Yeah.
da-da-da-da-da.
I mean-
So that told you who
And
I was
meanwhile,
going to say
I'm
he was
just saying
different.
they're both different with nobody.
Yeah, that's my boy. I appreciate you.
we
man.
love Matt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm guilty
All
of
right,
the same
so,
shit.
all right, so
Time.
Jamal Charles. And that's tough. Okay, I'll say this. I'm going to say he's different, but this is bias.
Okay.
Because I love Jamal
What
Charles.
was that noise, Kim?
Like Jamal Charles, like is one of the reasons why I love the running back position.
Okay.
He
I love
was
that.
he was
That's
a
not
dog,
bad.
bro. He was a dog.
See, this is why you get
like
me
he
hyped.
he carried those Chiefs teams when
Yeah.
they didn't have nobody before Patrick Mahomes.
That's right. That's right.
He was just an extraordinary talent that just had a little bit of bad luck. It was like it's how I think of Maurice Jones-Drew.
Okay.
He was a dog, but he was never put in that position to really be like, yeah, like that's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And very underrated. But I would understand no, because I get it. Running backs have short careers. Yeah.
That's what was holding me. It's like longevity and
Yeah.
like impact of like greater than just his what he like.
Wasn't
his
he
team.
the first Rockefeller athlete too?
I think so.
Wasn't he?
Oh, was
yeah,
he?
because when he would score, he would always
Yeah,
throw
he
up the rock.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was like the first Rock Nation athlete too.
And he carried the Chiefs to the
I could
playoffs
go-
that
I-
one season.
That's the thing. It's just like success factor.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's holding me back. Of like, yeah, he was carrying that team, but
Yeah.
to nowhere.
Yeah.
Sadly,
That's why I said it's
sadly.
That let y'all know I've been on this shit for a minute.
It's a fully fucking it's a fully biased pick for me.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna say no.
You
But,
gonna
like,
say no?
It's
Damn, Chem.
It's
You put me in a pickle because I was
know.
literally
In a
going,
pickle.
Yeah, I was literally going to ride with the wave on that one because what I just said with the Rock athlete. Listen, he did carry them. He did.
Yeah,
like,
he did.
He literally in that cold, all that stuff. Like he had.
fuck that.
We know about the
I'm
Chiefs
going,
culture.
yeah, because we've had people with bad success.
Yes.
Jamal Charles,
yeah,
let's
yeah,
go.
yeah,
We need
man.
some underrated picks in this,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
love it.
The
All right.
fuck was on the TV?
Now
just
this should be an easy one. Emmitt Smith.
What the? Yeah.
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 Different.
Yeah, man.
Different. I mean, a lot
One
of
of the
people love to say
greatest.
his O-line, man, but like you look
He
at
had to
the
get
It's what
after
you
the
do
tackle-
with your
after the
O-line.
tackle,
exactly. I
after
mean,
the
like
after they
I mean,
tackled
yeah,
him,
like
he
if you
still had to make it.
there's some bums
Yeah, it's
out
what you
there
do
that-
with
yeah.
it. It
Yeah.
doesn't. You can
Like-
have the best O line in the world, but if you don't know how to move with it, then you ain't gonna do
Yeah,
nothing.
like I mean, like the Eagles have had an O-line, but they didn't look as good with Swift as they did with Saquon.
Saquon.
Well,
Sure did.
given it's Saquon.
And
Yeah,
Still,
Swift
I
looked
agree.
better.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
Swift
Like,
looked better
yeah.
in Chicago
Yeah, than he
right
did in
now
Philly. Yeah.
than Saquon looks
But
in Philly.
I'll say Emmitt Smith, like, I mean, the one thing that you could point at to prove that it had nothing to do with that is the 1 year where he held out after they won. I don't know if it was after their first Super Bowl or after their second, and he won MVP because he
Yeah.
only played like 13 games, and
Yeah.
before he even got there, they were struggling.
They were terrible.
Yeah.
They begged him, like that was the only time Jerry Jones swallowed his pride and fucking.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
I was about to say, you
And he
better
paid
finish
it.
the
I was
sentence.
hoping. I was hoping for the word. Like
No, they saw it though.
Yeah.
They saw it.
Yeah.
All right. So last one, another Cowboy, Des Bryant.
So listen.
Yeah, tough.
So listen, man.
If that catch was ruled good,
Catch?
it's a yes. No.
So that's crazy, son.
Nah,
That's
I'm fucking
crazy.
with you. That was
It's
another
crazy
one.
how I
Another
like.
catch.
It's crazy how I like Green Bay this year, and you just kind of did that catch because that was actually against Green Bay.
Yeah.
Who always gives Dallas hell, right?
Yeah.
But listen, man, Dez was different.
Dez was fucking
listen,
nice.
he got
He
to
was a
wear
dog.
number 88 too. Everybody
Yeah.
who gets to wear number 88 in Dallas is actually different by Dallas's standards,
Yeah.
right? So,
He was up there in the convos with Julio.
yes,
and
like
And as good as
like
AD
how-
and
as
shit
good as
for like
Dak
a couple
is,
years.
on.
as
son.
good as Dak is, I think Dak having someone as nice as Dez kind of shaped Dak in
at the
move.
beginning,
Didn't he
for
lead
sure.
he led in like 2 years
Yes.
for
Because
receiving?
they wanted Dak to be a game manager, but he
Yes.
had such a good wide receiver in Dez, he was able to start throwing it downfield, getting accurate.
And Dez was one of the smartest recent Cowboy players that they was because remember he had a
Say
contract. If y'all remember watching them back then, where they wasn't trying to throw him no
Yeah.
catches. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Throw him no passes. You know what I mean? For him to get his
Just get his
incentive.
incentive.
we
yeah.
You
gotta-
understand what I'm saying? Like this is unilateral. He's in, man. He's different. Yeah. he's
There we
different.
go. I love it.
Yeah, he's
we got a
different.
couple underrated dudes in there. So now we got Dirk is in, Rasheed Wallace. We said yes to Rasheed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Rasheed Wallace is in, Jamal Charles, Des Bryant, Emmitt Smith.
That's
Ooh,
nice. I like
I
that.
like
fuck with
that. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. And with
He
that,
usually ain't so generous. So,
Yeah.
you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and with that being said, we hope you guys enjoyed this sports episode.
Mm-hmm.
A different sports show. We have a lot coming, man. Like this new year is going to be such a great year for us. So make sure you guys, as always, like, subscribe, share, leave
Lock
some
in with
feedback.
us.
Yeah.
Lock in with us because it's not going to be a bad choice. We hope you enjoyed the studio and everything we got going. Have a good day, night, wherever you are. Thank you. Peace.
All right.
Fantastic episode.
Fantastic.
Nah, that got me fired up.